Hello everyone, my name is Colleen. Welcome back to this channel. I know that this will be a little different than the things that we've been offering up to this point in time, but we did warn you off the bat that we would do random things as we went along, and this is going to be one of them. Those of you who know us know that we have quite a little group of grandchildren, and that for the most part they don't live near where we live. They're 4 or 5 hours away from us, and it is not easy to stay in contact during this time when we're all trying to social distance because of the virus. But the other night I was watching something on the one of the YouTube channels, and I came across this cool craft idea that I thought that I could put together for our grandchildren who live far away, because I could mail it to them. And so I set about finding all the parts and pieces, and I hope that it'll inspire you to do something similar. So I will gather everything up and I will be back in a moment. Stay with us. Thank you. Okay, I think I have everything ready to go. Tonight I thought we would make some I Spy jars. So I am going to move the camera so that you can see what I'm doing and not have to look at me. Just one moment. There, now I hope you can see a little better what's going on here. So we had a couple of options. I'm just going to dump this out and it's going to make a little noise. We had a couple of options. We could have chosen just a canning jar, a glass mason jar, but the little people that I'm making these for are ages from, well, babies up to 9 years, and I thought if they dropped it while they were shaking it, it would not only cause them harm, but it would be the devil to clean up the mess that's left. So because I love my daughter and my daughters-in-law, I am going to do them in plastic jugs, just for everyone's safety and sanity. So I picked up this little plastic jug over at the dollar store, but I'm certain that you could just use even a pop bottle, some sort of a bottle that you have that you could remove the label from and make sure that it's clean inside. And then you can start to collect things for your I Spy jars. Now, if you're going to go all out and purchase all the items to put in your I Spy jar, it's going to get expensive. So try to look around to your house and see what kinds of things you might be able to find. So these are some of the things that we've put into the group of stuff going in our I Spy jars. So a set of clippers, this little fellow with the funny sleeves. We've got some farm animals. Here's a cow, and here's a bull, and that will be up to their parents to have that discussion with them about which is which. And we have a horse, and a duck, and a cat, and a rooster. A rooster. And this is a little king, and a carabiner clip, a die, a little pin from Switzerland, another little pin that says, I love running. Everybody knows I don't love running. That's why I'm giving the pin away. A dime, a little key that's got a blue top on it, the top of a pen, a little key that's got a green top on it, a binder ring, a penny, a little camera, an airplane, little pair of binoculars, a push pin, a little white button, pull off a zipper, little pin, clothespin, a fuse, an opal earring, a genuine opal earring. Why I only had 1 ounce, so it's being put to good use right here. A little fellow with green hair, a safety pin, a heart, and a Scrabble square with the letter H. So put them all into the little jar. Now I'm going to add a few things for them to do. Little fuzzy balls just to help detract, make it a little more interesting in there. And then I'm going to add some little pony beads, just a few. So I have to make 3 of these up. And some little white pony beads. And then we're going to fill the remainder of the jar with rice. Just whatever rice you happen to have on hand. I thought about putting in the wild rice that we don't really care for, but I didn't have enough of it. I'm not sure why that is, because we really don't care for it. So you want to put enough rice in to make it so that they can still shake the jar when the lid is on. So I'm just going to test this out. Make sure it still moves around and that I haven't put too much. See? I think it's going to be just fine. It's just a matter of getting it shook to start with, I think. And it seems like everything wants to settle on one side. And so I will spend some time moving that all around and making sure that it's really well mixed. And I think right now, yeah, it's coming up to the top. So each of the little items that are in the jar, I wrote down on this little tag, and I had to use both sides of the tag to get it all on. And I could only find black ones, but I think white would be better. Be easier for the kids to see. I wrote on it with a silver pencil that I used for dressmaking. Then I went into my box of craft supplies and I found some blue felt, which I'm just going to put over the top, and I'm going to tie it on with a ribbon, with a piece of twine. Now, because I'm worried about the kids getting into this, and I mean, all these little pieces you wouldn't want them to have for sure, I'm going to hot glue the lid on. And like I said, I'm going to do that for a couple of reasons, one of which is that I really do like my daughters, and I don't want them to be mad at me. So, but also for the safety of the kids, because you wouldn't want them getting any of these little bits and bobs into their faces. So I'm just going to give it a quick glue. Now I've got the lid on. I don't want to shake it right now because some of the glue might still be hot in there and it would stick to the lid. So I'm just going to run a bead of glue around the outside of the jar, just around the ring. So I'm just going to run it around here so that the felt stays on, and just hold it in place for a moment. I hope that you find this interesting and that you would consider doing something like this for little people in your lives, or maybe even some big people. Then we're just going to tie this piece of twine around the lid and make sure that it's tight. And then the last thing we're going to do is just, I'm going to tie this. And then I'm going to slip this on. Oh, that might be a trick all unto itself. Oh no, look at that, quite easy. And then I'm just going to tie this here. And hopefully the little people will find it interesting to look for the multiple items that are in this little I Spy jar. So I hope that you found this interesting and maybe helpful, and that you can think of someone in your family that could or would enjoy having an I Spy jar of their own. It's a good idea to start collecting the little bits and bobs whenever you happen to see them. It's a good thing to get into your crafting cupboard and use up some of your supplies. I hope you've enjoyed this and that you've found it helpful, and if you have, that you'll give it a like and share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel. That would be fabulous. And I will be back again soon with something new. So take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.